Welcome to Animating TV. I'm your host Diana, and I'm here with Miss Juliet Palmer, an artistic director for Urbanvessel. We'll be speaking about pen and pad today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us more about the company that you work with, Urbanvessel?
Yeah, Urbanvessel is a platform for interdisciplinary artistic collaboration, and I'm the artistic director and co-founder of that company. We've been around since 2006, and over the years we've created works that have been inspired by sports, women's boxing, opera, political movements such as the labor movement. We created a piece, an opera that was performed by 3 women and 3 sewing machines. And our current work is bringing us to the Pan Am path.
What is your role in the Urbanvessel?
Yeah, as artistic director, I'm responsible for the vision of the company and also for facilitating the collaboration between the artistic team that I bring together for each project. So we're an interdisciplinary company, so our artists come from different disciplines such as architecture, music, dance, theatre, and design. And so bringing all those different disciplines together takes a lot of collaboration, discussion, brainstorming, call it what you will. And so that process can take a lot of time, but we like to work in a very horizontal way where everyone has input in the final creative result. And so my role is to support that process.
What is a Pan Am Path? Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, the Pan Am Path is a series of connected trails that spans the city of Toronto from one end to the other. It's 84 kilometers in length, and it goes through, as you can imagine, many different neighborhoods. And it's a path that people can use for recreational opportunities, running, cycling, walking. And it's being highlighted in the lead up to the Pan Am Games through an art relay.
How is the Urbanvessel connected with the Pan Am Path?
Yeah, Urbanvessel is one of the companies that's been invited to animate the Pan Am Path as part of this art relay. So there are 14 zones to the Pan Am Path, and Urbanvessel is responsible for the artistic animation of Zone 8.
What is Zone 8?
Where is Zone 8? Zone 8 goes from Corktown Common, which is near Eastern Avenue, up the Lower Don Trail, and the trail, Zone 8 goes actually north of Todmorden Mills, but we'll be activating between Todmorden Mills, going south, down to Riverdale Bridge.
So does that mean the path goes through Regent Park? And if so, what is there in store for us?
Yeah, this Regent Park zone is Zone 8, which is why I'm here in the studio today, and why some of our creative partners in our cultural activation are Regent Park School of Music, Native Earth Performing Arts, who are all based in the zone, and our lead organization in Zone 8 is Evergreen. So we'll be offering workshops at Evergreen Brickworks, and our cultural activation of Zone 8 will bring together live music. We have performances from the amazing improvising Element Choir, led by jazz vocalist extraordinaire Christine Duncan. We have soloists from different vocal traditions. We have Mariam Tolar, Aki Takahashi. We have Subiksha Rangarajan. And we also are featuring an incredible Métis artist, Jenny Lozon, who's a vocalist and an actor. So that's kind of the vocal side of it. And we're so excited that Torque Percussion Quartet are going to be performing with us. And this is a very unique performance. They will be using the Bayview Bridge as a percussion instrument. So the underbelly of that bridge is huge steel girders which have incredible resonances and very rich kind of sound palette. So they'll be playing that bridge. That's sort of the musical component of the activation, but we also are featuring a number of choreographers. Juliet Palmer is creating an original choreography for the path. We try to keep as much of the programming on the path itself. And we also feature a new work by Penny Kuching from Nipissing First Nation. She's going to be bringing some of the young people down from her company, Anmataxi. And then the third choreographer is Nova Bhattacharya, and she's creating a solo for a performer and that will be at a very exciting location along the river. We're doing even more. I could go on. And the last big thing we're doing is 3 installations sort of towards the lower part of the trail near Riverdale Bridge. So there's actually a mud mural on the foundation of the Gerrard Street Bridge called River Rising. And that's ripping on the idea of the river that floods every year or several times a year and brings all the mud up onto the foundation of the bridge. And so we're using mud to create images of creatures that live in rivers in different cultures. So Chinese water dragons, the Mishu from Anishinaabe culture, and Kaliya as a Hindu 10-headed serpent that lives in a river. So there's that, and then there are 2 other audio installations on a bridge and in a tunnel. The piece for the tunnel is kind of turning the tunnel into a blood vessel. So it's the idea that we have a riverway through us, which is our circulation system. And so as you go into that tunnel, it's like you're entering the body of the river.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's one more, when I said the name of the river, Woonskoltenash, which is its Anishinaabe name, the last installation turns a low pedestrian bridge, which is created of hollow steel. It turns it into a loudspeaker. So by putting transducers on the bridge, we can make that bridge vibrate and transmit the sound. And the sound that we transmit are the voices of young people from Regent Park singing the name of the river in Anishinaabe. So Woonskoltenash. So part of our vision is to give the river back its name.
Wow, well, that's amazing. And how would you explain the connection between those amazing cultural events and sports?
Yeah, so Pan Am Path is designed as a recreational trail, but I think that in order to get people down to the trail, there needs to be exciting things happening that haven't happened before. So the art relay happens across the city. So each zone of that trail is being animated by a different cultural organization beginning in May and ending in August at the Rouge River. So they start at Humber and end at the Rouge. And the idea of the art relay is to get people excited about the trail, to get them down to the trail, to get them meeting their neighbors and experiencing their neighborhood in a new way. It takes different forms in each of the zones. So I know a zone near me, where I live, which is near the Humber River, and a large mosaic mural is being created for the foundation of one of the bridges that spans the Humber River. Other zones, I think, have photography exhibitions, interactive games. There's all sorts of activity. I think you'll be able to find out more. I believe that the first publicity release is in the spring, so maybe I think April or May 1st, there's a big launch, and you'll find out all the programming for the entire path.
Is this taking place in one day?
Our activation for our zone takes place on July 4th and 5th this summer.
Is there a cost to the public?
No, all the activities that happen along the Pan Am Path are absolutely free for the public. So we want as many people to come and participate and discover the trail as possible.
That's great. So it will be available for everyone?
Yeah.
Is it going to be accessible for those with disabilities as well?
That's a really good question. In terms of access to our portion of the trail, the best place to come would be to Todd Morton Mills.
Thank you for joining us, Juliet.
You're welcome.
My name is Diana, and this was Pan Amazing TV. See you next time.